Hello, guys. This is my audience for my speech. All right. There are moments when everything feels overwhelming and nothing around me makes no sense at all. Nothing gets me. But when I put my headphones on, press play, and suddenly everything slows down, it's like the world quiets, even if just for a few minutes. Music is something almost everyone listens to, but we don't realize how deeply it affects us. How it shapes our emotions, helps us process experiences, and connects us to other ways in words alone sometimes can't. Music has had a powerful impact on my life by giving me a sense of calm, helping me feel understood and less alone, and influencing my emotions, both in positive ways and at times in ways that can become unhealthy if I rely on it too much. Music provides calmness and an escape. Music helps me relax and find peace, especially during stressful or overwhelming moments. There have been times when I felt anxious or frustrated, and listening to a certain song helped me slow my thoughts down. Whether it's late at night or after a long day, music creates a space where I can breathe and reset. Michael Trimble said in his own article, Music in the Brain, the Neuroscience of Music and Musical Appreciation, that the anatomical associations noted above suggest that music must be viewed as one way to stimulate the brain. Music provides a non-invasive technique which has attracted much interest but little empirical exploration to date. The therapeutic value of music can be in part explained by its cultural role in facilitating social learning and emotional well-being. However, a number of studies have shown that rhythmic entrainment of motor function can actively facilitate the recovery of movement in patients with stroke, Parkinson's disease, cerebral palsy, and traumatic brain injury. This shows how music acts almost like a mental break. It gives me control over my emotions when things feel out of control, and supporting the idea that music has a positive and calming influence on my life. Different types of music match different moods, which makes it even more powerful as a tool for relaxation. While music helps me feel calm, it also does something deeper. It helps me feel understood. My next point is that music creates a sense of connection and relatability. Music helps me relate to emotions and experiences, making me feel less alone. Some artists that immerse me in their music and help me feel as relaxed is Drake and The Weeknd. Sometimes I hear lyrics that perfectly describe something I can't explain myself. It feels like someone else has gone through the same thing and put it into words. Allison X says in an article produced in spring of 2024 that music also lights up nearly all of the brain, including the hippocampus and amygdala, which activate emotional responses to music through memory. The limbic system, which governs pleasure, motivation, and reward, and the body's motor system. This is why it's easy to tap your feet or clap to musical rhythms, says Andrew Butson, MD 93, Chief of Cognitive and Behavioral Neurology at the Veterans Affairs Boston Healthcare System. The brain's elaborate receptivity to music means that a lot of different things are going on simultaneously, Butson adds, so music ends up being encoded as a rich experience. This connection shows how music goes beyond entertainment. It becomes a form of emotional expression and understanding, reinforcing its importance in my life. Music can connect people across different backgrounds, showing that emotions are universal. I think a big example of this are artists going on tour to different countries and selling out shows to fans who don't speak the same language as them, but love the emotions they feel when listening to the artist. But even though music can be powerful in positive ways, it can also have some downsides if we're not careful. Sometimes music can become something people rely on too much, letting it control their mind or mindset. There are times when listening to certain songs can make me stay stuck in a certain emotion, like sadness or anger, instead of moving past it. Some people even depend on music so much that it dictates how they feel throughout the day. The National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health said that in addition, because music can be associated with strong memories or emotional reactions, some people may be distressed by exposure to specific pieces or types of music. The preliminary research that has been done so far suggests that music-based interventions may be helpful for anxiety, depressive symptoms, and pain associated with different health conditions. This shows that while music can help process emotions, it can also intensify them if used the wrong way, which adds balance to my overall perspective. It's important to use music as a tool, not something that controls your entire emotional state. Music has shaped my life by helping me find calm, making me feel understood, and influencing my emotions in both positive and negative ways. This reminds us that music is more than just sound, it's something powerful that we can feel, how we think we could feel, so we should be mindful of how we use it. Just like those moments when I put my headphones down and everything just slows down, music will always be there for me. But now I understand that it's not just about escaping reality, it's about learning how to face it in a healthier way. Thank you.